You're good with it. So.
I'm nervous that I'm in front of it.
Yeah, you should be. We're going to rock and roll it.
It's going to be just
3, 2, 1. Ooh, low 5.
Well, it's easier for you to hit.
4 time with Myriad. My name is Jared. I'm here with
Richie.
Coach Richie. Love it. Sorry, I always throw the coach in front of everyone's names. We are going to be talking today about the level method assessments, and they are coming up here in January, so the start of 2025, and we're going to have a total of 3 assessments throughout the year. That's correct, right? 3?
Yeah, 3 blocks of assessments.
I believe it's January,
May,
and September are going to be the assessment periods this year. For those who don't remember, with the level method, we have 15 different tests that you'll be going through. We are going to be doing 2 weeks of assessments for these sections as we go through. The one in January will be the 13th through the 25th as we take ourselves through. We don't have the exact test and days schedule out yet. That's something we're going to be getting here shortly, but once we do, we'll be posting that throughout the gym. We'll be putting it on a newsletter so everyone knows where it's at. But yes, they start on Monday the 13th, and they end on Saturday the 25th. Call this out really quickly. Saturday 25th, we're going to have a level up party. The level up party, the idea there is we're going to have as many people come in. The workout on that day is going to actually be the rowing test, and the rowing test for most people is going to be, 20 minutes, right? 20-minute max distance, and then you're able to see your color and your category there. The idea is we're going to be running heats every 30 minutes. We'll be running heats, so then athletes can come in, warm themselves up. They can pre-schedule for a different heat time. So if you want to come in from the 8 to 8:30 heat, we'll figure out the exact details, exactly what that looks like. But the idea is we're going to have a the rowing workout will be the main workout for that Saturday.
Yep.
Richie, a couple of topics to talk about today is if you're new to assessments, this is your first time doing assessments, what are a couple, 1, 2, 3 things that people can do to prepare properly or kind of like know before you go type things for the assessment weeks? And by weeks, I mean 2 weeks.
Firstly, I would say the assessments are a working max.
Yes,
love that. They are something for you to base your workouts on and to work off of for the next 3 or 4 months until we get around to the next block of assessments. They're not necessarily your lifetime PRs or your 1-rep maxes or like what you can do when the stars align and you've had 14 hours of sleep and all of that sort of thing. It is what you can do on a given day. You show up and you're doing something that's squat endurance based. You know what you should be working off of for your squat endurance score. Like that's the first thing I'd say is understand what that's for. And then the second thing is take a little time and familiarize yourself with the map.
Yep.
Look at kind of about where you are now, maybe what you think you could get, have a stretch goal, and then, you've had a working territory you've been playing with, like maybe you're kind of like purple verging on brown, and today you were stretching for the brown and you did 5 rounds of the 8 rounds at the brown and then you had to fall back to purple. That's okay. You still know that you're going to be in that purple-brown range, and just make sure you're familiar with what those steps might be, especially on some of the tests that are a little bit weird, like the neurological
a lot of different things, yeah.
And the rings test have like a lot of different little steps versus like the deadlift where it's like, can you lift some more weight or not? It's really
cut or dry.
Really straightforward, yeah.
So you said this already, and I just want to double down on this because it's been a hot topic or a hot question that we've gotten from people. So you're saying that your test, your score should be like a present day effort, a present day, I won't even say present day max, but a present day effort that you're able to put in during the time. Because what it's not is a lifetime PR. Yeah. And we've had this question from quite a few people where, well, I had a really awesome day when I did my 1-rep max pull-up or my heavy pull-up and I had a really heavy weight, but I know I can't do that anymore. It's like, well, then that's in the past, and then you're doing what you're doing now. So like, The intent is you are doing all 15 tests. All athletes should be doing all 15 tests again, unless there's like an injury or something of that nature. But we are trying to test all 15 of these. So talk a little bit to everybody about leveling down and just why that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, when we did the initial onboarding and we were doing the assessments in class, I hit like an honest to God lifetime PR on my front squat, and I am not there right now.
Yeah.
I do not think I'm front squatting that much, and so I am fully prepared to drop a couple levels on the front squat because that's not where I'm at right now. I've been running a lot more. I've been doing a lot more fitness stuff and a little bit less on some of my strength work.
And you want to know what? That's okay.
Yeah. I'm not like.
I'm just saying that in a
Yeah.
sense of anyone out there, like, that's okay. A lot of people will be leveling down on various tests, right?
Yeah, and you should have some level ups on the stuff.
Hey,
that
I
you've
was
been
going to say,
working
on the
too. That's
flip
other
side,
yeah.
there will be some areas, maybe you have been focused on a specific strength area, you've been focused on a specific skill, and then that skill has gotten a lot better, and now you're leveling yourself up quite a bit. So
Yeah.
we will see, and the reason why we're having this conversation is because we will see a lot of people level up, a lot of people going to get go from one color to another color, but we may see a couple people level down,
Yep.
and that's totally fine. It's more so of, like, it is a right now litmus test, a right now baseline, a present day baseline, and that's the beauty of the level method system is we can then kind of figure out where our strengths and weaknesses lie over time of what our goals are over time, right?
Yeah.
So what should people do from a prep perspective for the week? You know, like, should they be treating this like normal workouts? Should we focus a little bit more on sleep, on nutrition throughout those weeks? What did we see at the last 2 assessment periods of people and their bodies being beat up a little bit? Like, can you give
Yeah.
me a little bit of feedback, a little bit of, yeah.
Our first assessment block, people were feeling a little rough partway through the second week because they did a whole bunch of max effort attempts at stuff like back to back to back.
Yeah.
I would, firstly, if you have any tests that you're missing, just look at the schedule once we can get it out and make sure you get those days.
Yeah.
Right? If you do not have an overall level, I know that we got some people on the board over here.
I was literally going to call that out. So on the whiteboard window right here, there's a list of probably 40 people who are like 1 test away, 2 tests away, 3 tests away, 4 tests away. Take a look at that list. If you're on that list, try to prioritize that test.
Yes.
So then you have your full color. You get your certificate
Yeah.
as you go through. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that was important. I want to hit that piece.
No, it's true. Get your overall level, right? So if you're missing, 2, 3, 4 tests, whatever it is, make sure you get those. And then if you know that you've had something that's changed a lot, I would prioritize those ones too.
Yeah.
Because, not everybody gets to get in here 6 days a week.
For sure.
So I would prioritize the ones that you know have changed. If you've gotten a lot better with the jump rope, or you've blown up your front squat a bunch, or you're like, I haven't been running as much and my running is not going to be as quick because last time was a good run.
Yeah.
Just the ones that have changed and you know are going to be pretty different, make sure you hit those so that you have that accurate working representation of where you're at.
Yeah. And remember, there's 12 days of testing. And on those 12 days, we'll have more than 1 test.
Yeah,
So
some
like
of
there's
them will repeat.
correct.
And some of them will have more than 1 for sure.
So to Richie's point, once we get them the exact dates out of our tests, take those. One of my things I would say is take those, put them on your calendar, the ones you're prioritizing, put those on your calendar, make sure you come to those classes because that schedule is going to be concrete once we put that schedule out there. So come for that. What else are we missing?
Gas your friends up, man.
Yeah, let's have fun.
Yeah, seriously. If you got a friend, long time friend of mine, I did his foundations when he came in. He started at the gym. He's been here 6 or 7 months now, or something like that. And I texted him the other day. I was like, buddy, when assessment's coming around, you're gonna level up a bunch of stuff because he'd never done double unders before. And now he's knocking them out, and he can do bar muscle ups. And he's done a lot in the last few months, but and just be here for the idea of leveling up. My background in martial arts, and somebody gets a new belt, or they get they get to do the thing that gets them the new grade. It's cool.
That's gonna say that's cool.
It's cool, and you need to celebrate your friends and stuff for that, and take the win.
Yeah. With that, with the level up party on January 25th, we're going to try to get everyone together, hang out, drink some mimosas while we're all rowing, going through there. Hopefully get some certificates. We can, show off the individuals who do level up in those scenarios. We'll be sharing out certificates throughout the week as well, or weeks after as well. So we're just really excited. The biggest thing I'll say to that is we do want to make sure that as we're going through these workouts, we are going to try our best to have more coaches, more leaders. A lot of people in our leadership program who just graduated will be there. So we're going to try to get as many professional eyes on the classes as possible, because movement standards, we do want to make sure are as pristine as possible as well. So like if it's a squat, it's a below parallel squat, unless you have an injury or unless you're going down to a certain specific box height. You know, if it's a wall ball, like we're getting below parallel and we're hitting the target with that wall ball. So every single one of these movements has a standard, just like the CrossFit Open. This is going to be treated like the CrossFit Open. So you will see some workouts where we'll potentially, Richie and I would partner up and he would do the workout first. I would score for him and judge him. And then like once that workout's done, we'll flip and then he'll score and judge for me, and making sure I am moving correctly and also making sure he's counting the reps with me correctly. And that way my score is 100% accurate. And that's a big piece.
There's at least 3 or 4 that are that way.
Yeah, and there's
correct. The one workout, 2 heats in the day, and you and your buddy pair up and you flip so that it's right.
Yeah. And there are other workouts, the running test, the rowing test, for some people, the flexibility test that are a lot quicker as well. And those are things that you can maybe potentially do on your own, but we encourage you to come to class and do that, in that group atmosphere as you go through.
Yeah, and something I would say about if you do a test on your own, you're like, I'm not going to be able to make the front squat day, but I know it's changed a lot. I want to make sure I test my front squat.
Good call.
Just take a video of it.
It's a good one, yeah.
Take a video of it, show it to us, and then whoever's going to go in level method and improve your score, we can know, like, yeah, they showed me the video, or you sent me the screenshot of your telemetry, the data on your rowing machine, from when you did that, red level row or whatever it was.
Totally. I would also offer on that, open gym is available for people, and grab a coach really quick. Like if you're doing, let's use a front
can
squat.
You come watch this?
Hey, can you come watch this max out or this lift really quick? This is going to be a level up for me. Just grab one of us. We'll watch for 10, 20 seconds. See if you get below parallel. You stand all the way up. Boom. Fingers, thumbs up. You're good to go. Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. we have the level assessment class as well as regular class during that time that will be available for people. So if you're looking to make up assessments, you can come to that class at 6:15 p.m. on Wednesdays to also make up assessments. And there's quite a few people who have done that. So getting that out there as well. So that's available there. So I think we've nailed it all. Marta in the background, are we missing anything that you wanted us to hit?
No.
Cool.
I
think we nailed it all. Have fun first and foremost. Be there. Encourage others. Be okay if you level down. I'm gonna level down
I've
quite
got a couple.
few. I'm leveling down on quite a few things. That's okay. But be excited when you level up and get pumped about it. So looking forward to it. 3, 2, 1. Done.